Now we are ready to begin stuffing our bear. It doesn't really matter which order you stuff the pieces in. In this class, I'm going to stuff the arms and the legs first. To begin stuffing, we of course need our fiber fill, or polyester stuffing. We need our upholstery thread to close the limb up when we're done stuffing. This color matches very closely to the fur. We need one of our glued joints if you are doing the bolt and lock nut joint with the glued joint. The size that we'll use for the arms is the 1.5 inch. This is the 1 3/4 inch, which we'll use for the leg. If you are using cotter pins for your bear, then you would have your little metal washer slid onto your cotter pin, and then the discs slid on. So you'd be using this joint assembly instead of this. Then we also need a stuffing tool. I've got just a wooden chopstick here. I also have a soft toy stuffing tool handy in case I want to use that. And then we also need our scissors to cut the thread and our sewing needle. So first I'm going to start by pulling off some small bits of fiber fill, and I want to stuff into the paw pad to get that nice and smooth and firm. Right now, as a stuffing tool, I'm just using my fingers, because again, I've said it before and I'll probably say it throughout this class, you want to make sure you don't push so hard that you put a hole in the leather. Now with my fur bears, I don't stuff them quite as firmly as I do the mohair bears, but I stuff my bears pretty firm. And I'm feeling along the paw pad as I'm stuffing to make sure there's no lumps, to make sure it's firm but nice and smooth. As you're stuffing, make sure that as you put it in here that you're putting it in between the two pieces of interfacing. Make sure that the interfacing doesn't separate from the fur. You don't want to accidentally put it in between the fur and the interfacing. It's coming along right now, and it's stuffed up past right about this area where the paw pad joins with the arm, and that's about where the opening is. So now I'm going to take my joint, and the marking for the joint is on the inside, which is the paw pad side. So we're going to take a look here. There it is. And I forgot one other tool you'll want to have handy is your awl. We're going to carefully keep twisting it back and forth to gently start the hole. There, it's made its way in. Now I have pierced the fur, but now I'm gonna slowly, I'm wiggling this back and forth and applying slight pressure so that the awl pushes in a little bit more, because this is a graduated awl. So it's tapered. So here, of course, it's thin, but as it pushes up, it makes the hole slightly bigger. Very gently. Now I'm going to take the joint and see if that's big enough. And then I'm just gonna, it would help to have it just a little bigger because I don't want to tear it. So we're gonna make it a little bigger. It wasn't fitting in very nicely. There, that should do it. There, now it's going in wonderfully. And I'm pushing down here so that the joint gets all the way through. And we'll get like this to make sure that the disc is all the way inside, and you want to make sure it's on this side of the seam. So I'm checking here. Yes. It's on this side of the seam. And now I'm going to continue to stuff. being very gentle, but it's helping to push this down. As I'm stuffing, I'm feeling along the piece that I'm stuffing, which in this case is the arm, to make sure I don't have any pockets or lumps. Pockets would be places that there should be stuffing, but if the stuffing's missing, and lumps is if it just gets too balled up. Lumps often happen if you are trying to put a big whole thing of stuffing in a small area. It gets lumpy. See, and I feel a little pocket here, so I'm going to get some more stuffing here. Okay. I've got this, the stuffing is up here near the opening, and it's close to the amount of stuffing that I want. We're gonna start closing this seam, and then if we need to add stuffing, we can do that as we close.